Great Dane Explain. This is Great Dane Explain. And hold up. Look, I don't even listen to radio anymore, but this right here is the jam of the day, without a doubt. Let me give a shout out to all you social justice warriors. Please forever be yourself. Continue to have these meltdowns, okay? We need the content. We love the content. And now we are making hits out of that content. Oh man, I couldn't help myself. Rage against the Karen. That's what we're calling that. She is officially a rock star. Give it up. All right, so to today's ridiculous news across the board. From faux news, Fox News, Chris Christie rips Trump's legal team as national embarrassment. If you don't know who Chris Christie is, it's this guy right here. Look at this alpha male. I hope he changed his diaper after that baseball game. Good Lord. Okay, so he is your typical RINO Republican, establishment, lifelong politician in Washington, appeases liberals when it's beneficial to him, and then when it's convenient, he appeases Republicans, sitting on the fence all the time. Well, of course, he made an appearance on This Week ABC. Yes, Chris Christie tells George Stephanopoulos when asked if it's time for President Trump to stop challenging the 2020 election results, adding that the president's legal team has been a national embarrassment.
Hours after President Trump's speech on early Wednesday morning, the day after the election, you said it's incumbent on him to come forward with the evidence. There have now been 34... Surrounded
by liberals, so he's got to make him happy. Look at these drones.
Last night we saw Pat Toomey, the senator from Pennsylvania, say it's time for the president to enable this transition. It's time for the president to concede. The president's response was to attack Pat Toomey on Twitter. Is it finally time for this to end?
Yes. And here's the reason why. The president has had an opportunity to access the courts. And I said to you, George, starting at 2:30 a.m. on Wednesday morning, if you've got the evidence of fraud presented, and what's happened here...
What is this idea that all the evidence that they're going to show in court should be revealed to people like Christina here? Why? You have this Tucker Carlson syndrome going around that nothing should be revealed in court. It's got to be revealed on national TV. Show all your cards. Show all your evidence. Give them ample time to cover things up if need be.
Here is, quite frankly, the conduct of the president's legal team has been a national embarrassment.
No, you are a national embarrassment, you pamper-wearing cuck. This election is a national embarrassment. We are the laughingstock of the world. I don't care what CNN, BBC, Fox News, MSNBC, I don't care what they tell you. The whole world is watching, and they can see the fraud taking place. They can see all the voter irregularities. They can see the videos of GOP poll watchers kicked out of the poll rooms illegally. They can see the hundreds of pages of sworn affidavits of eyewitness accounts of people seeing voter fraud right in front of their face. They can see press conferences. Now, whatever, you want to throw Sidney Powell under the bus, fine. But they can see press conferences with Rudy Giuliani and Jenna Ellis saying they have enough fraud already to overturn the results in multiple states. What are you hiding from? Why are you running from this? Why don't you want to see what they have? You know, in 2016, all the leftists swore there was fraud everywhere. Oh, Russian interference, we need a recount, we need an audit of everything. It's all BS. Now in 2020, all of a sudden, we have actual proof. We have sworn affidavits. We have video footage that I can see with my own eyes. Nope, nothing to see here. Smush it under the rug and let's get Joe Biden in there, baby. Well, Trump is not backing down. And if you have nothing to hide, then you should welcome a recount. In fact, if you are that confident that Joe Biden got more votes than any president in the history of America, you should welcome it with open arms and say, do that recount, baby. I would love to win twice. This guy right here is why I will never call myself a Republican. I will be a registered independent forever. Now, I will say I have a lot of conservative values, but rhinos like this are the reason I will never call myself a Republican. Chris Christie, you suck. All right, in other ridiculous news, Los Angeles County suspends outdoor dining amid coronavirus surge. So yes, just 1 week after Gavin Newsom was fine dining in Napa Valley at the 3-star Michelin restaurant, the French Laundry, now he's closing down all outdoor eating. And let me tell you, I live in Los Angeles. This place has been shut down basically for the better part of the year. No gyms, no indoor dining. Now we have a curfew. We can't leave the house after 10 p.m. because you know coronavirus, oh, it comes out at night. That thing's like an owl. It is a nocturnal virus. And now we can't even eat outside. I don't know how this place is ever going to recover, but hey, you idiots voted this guy in. Let's listen to this quote from Governor Cuomo. Emmy award-winning Andrew Cuomo. I'm not joking. Apparently he's winning some sort of Emmy for how well he has handled this COVID crisis. Even though New York has more deaths per capita than anywhere in the US, yeah, give him an award. This is straight up clown world. Listen to what this guy says about sheriffs who will not enforce his mask mandate, where everyone has to wear a mask. If you don't, you will be arrested.
You don't have the right to pick laws that you think you will enforce, and you don't enforce laws that you don't agree with, right? That's not a law enforcement officer. That's a dictator.
Oh, so the guy who is dictating that everyone wear a mask or else, he's good. But if there's any law enforcement officer out there who doesn't want to force people to do it, oh, they are the dictators. Got it. All right, let's take a look at this. No, not this. We'll get to this. But Pennsylvania Health Secretary Dr. Levine issues 1-night suspension of alcohol sales starting night before Thanksgiving. So now we're going prohibition? I don't know. Sure, why not? And look at this. I mean, what is this? Who is this goblin creature? This is the health secretary in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania Health Secretary Dr. Rachel Levine issued a 1-night suspension of alcohol sales on Wednesday, just 1 day before Thanksgiving. I can't even wrap my head around this. What is it? She thinks if people can't buy booze, then they won't go hang out with their in-laws on Thanksgiving? I don't know. But apparently we're going back to prohibition for a day, just because COVID. And on your final idiotic take of the day, another Asian parent screamed, "First you blame white people, now you blame us." So let's read this. Progressives declare war on Asians. Whoa, wait a second. Progressives declare war on Asians? Does this mean straight white males are off the hook? I mean, I have been public enemy number 1 for years now. The worst of the worst. You are a cis, straight white male. Public enemy, you must be destroyed, orange man bad. That's been me for years. Now they're going after Asians? So apparently this was some debate about the STEM field and how Asians dominate academically. So let's read this quote here. One African-American parent stated it's because of Asians hogging up all the spaces. Black people can't catch up technologically because the stupid Asians are keeping black people down out of fear they'd be overtaken. Oh my. I mean, apparently you're running out of people to blame because now it's the stupid Asians. I mean, that comment alone is funny enough. But now it's their fault that you don't have higher representation of black people in the STEM field, and Asians are holding you back because they're afraid of being overtaken? This is pathetic. When one angry Asian American parent responded, trust me, you'll never catch up. If you need to lower a standard to get in, you'll never beat us. I agree. A near physical fight broke loose. Another Asian parent screamed, "First you blame white people, now you blame us. Grow up, study harder, or go home." Yes, I couldn't have said it better myself. There is no oppression in the STEM field. If you want to be an engineer, go to college, pass the classes, graduate, and go get a job. So this is just a little bit of what I've seen today in Upside Down Clown World. This is Great Dane Explain. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I gotta get to 1,000 before January 1st, baby. Help me out. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace.